WWE SmackDown this week begins with Cody Rhodes, who receives a thunderous ovation as he enters the ring, soaks in the crowd's energy, and kicks things off with his signature question, "What do you want to talk about?" Cody Rhodes soaks in the crowd's chants before addressing his upcoming WrestleMania 41 match against John Cena, which draws loud boos. The atmosphere intensifies as Randy Orton makes a surprise entrance, receiving a massive ovation before turning his attention to Cody with a nostalgic yet pointed message. Randy Orton praises Cody Rhodes for his hard work and growth, acknowledging that leaving WWE was necessary for him to change the business. He respects Cody's journey, reminding the crowd of his Hell in a Cell victory over Seth Rollins and his WrestleMania 40 triumph, before hinting that another story is just beginning. Randy Orton acknowledges Cody Rhodes' impact on WWE's success, expressing his love and respect while hyping up WrestleMania. However, he makes it clear that he will come for the championship after the event. Challenging Cody face-to-face, Drew McIntyre crashes the moment, mocking Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton as Nepo babies before demanding his rightful spot in the WrestleMania main event. Tensions explode as Cody strikes Drew, who narrowly escapes an RKO before retreating from the ring. The Street Profits successfully defend their WWE Tag Team Championship against Pretty Deadly in a fast-paced match filled with near falls and high-energy action. Despite a strong effort from the challengers, the champs seal the victory with a doomsday blockbuster, retaining their titles. The Street Profits celebrate their hard-fought victory before the show transitions to an earlier confrontation between Zelina Vega's group and Chelsea Green's Secret Service. Back at ringside, Katana Chance and Caden Carter make their entrance, preparing to take on Piper Niven and Alba Fire in the next match. WWE announces a new Hall of Fame category, Immortal Moments, with the first inductee being the legendary submission match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart from WrestleMania 13. Both icons will be present for the ceremony. Back at ringside, Chelsea Green leads the Secret Service as Piper Niven and Alba Fire enter the ring for their upcoming match. Piper Niven and Alba Fire dominate much of the match, using quick tags and power moves to control Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Despite a late comeback from the former champions, Chelsea Green's interference helps set up a Piper driver for the win, and the trio beats down their opponents post-match until Zelina Vega attempts a rescue, only to be overwhelmed by the numbers advantage. LA Knight is spotted backstage before heading into his United States Championship defense against Braun Strowman. After a commercial break and some promotion, Strowman makes his entrance, followed by the champ himself, LA Knight. As the highly anticipated title match gets underway, LA Knight defends his United States Championship against Braun Strowman in a hard-hitting battle. But the match ends in disqualification when Jacob Fatu interferes, blindsiding Strowman. The Samoan werewolf demolishes Braun with a hip attack and 2 moonsaults as the crowd erupts in chants, leaving a dominant statement. Jimmy Uso reflects on his fiery slap to Gunther on Raw, vowing to take him down before Jay claims the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. When The Miz mocks him as the other Uso and calls him a sidekick, Jimmy fakes a slap to rattle Miz before declaring he'll request a match against him later tonight. After a recap of Jacob Fatu's brutal attack on Braun Strowman, we go backstage to see tension brewing within the Bloodline. Fatu declares that he will be the last man standing against Strowman and vows to bring the United States Championship back to the family, whether they help him or not, leaving Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga visibly frustrated. Naomi vents her frustrations over being sidelined in favor of Jade Cargill, insisting she's been loyal to Bianca Belair from the start, and warning Jade to be careful. Meanwhile, Jade, fired up and ready for a fight, tells Nick Aldis it's on site when she sees Naomi before crossing paths with Michin and B-Fab, who share their issues with Charlotte Flair as Michin heads to her match next. A cryptic vignette plays with the eerie phrase, "As I am, you will be," before the chaos unfolds at ringside. Naomi ambushes Michin and B-Fab, brutalizing B-Fab outside the ring until Jade Cargill rushes in for the save, forcing Naomi to flee through the crowd. As officials assist B-Fab, Jade and Charlotte Flair share a tense stare-down before Flair heads to the ring for the next match. Charlotte Flair overcomes a tough fight from Michin, securing the win with a figure-8 submission despite the crowd's vocal disapproval. After the match, Tiffany Stratton takes a shot at Flair, warning that at WrestleMania, it won't just be Charlotte's title on the line, it'll be her ego, and she plans to leave it behind in Vegas. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre prepare to clash in a highly anticipated match as Orton enters the ring first, followed by McIntyre. Before the action starts, WWE airs a special video package highlighting the legendary WrestleMania entrances of Triple H, celebrating his upcoming Hall of Fame induction. Drew McIntyre defeats Randy Orton after a distraction from Kevin Owens, who later attempts to attack Orton but is forced to retreat. As Orton recovers, the show transitions to Jimmy Uso backstage preparing for his upcoming match against The Miz. WWE confirms Rey Fenix will debut on SmackDown next week. In the main event, Jimmy Uso defeats The Miz with an Uso splash, and then calls out Gunther, promising to beat him on Raw. Drew McIntyre briefly addresses his win before being ambushed by Damian Priest, who lays him out with the South of Heaven through a car windshield. CM Punk smirks at the aftermath before heading into the upcoming contract signing. A video package highlights John Cena's recent harsh words for the fans, and his vow to retire as WWE Champion after defeating Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Back at ringside, Nick Aldis prepares for the contract signing, setting the stage for SmackDown's final major segment. Nick Aldis introduces Roman Reigns, who receives a massive ovation from the London crowd as he makes his way to the ring, with Paul Heyman and a security detail. Despite audio mutes for TV viewers, the arena erupts in support, fully acknowledging their tribal chief as he takes his time approaching the ring. Roman Reigns soaks in the loud OTC and Roman Reigns chants from the London crowd, smiling as he takes his seat at the head of the table. He praises the fans for their singing, even getting Paul Heyman to join in before stating he's here for two reasons: to be acknowledged, which the crowd delivers, and to sign the contract. Just as he completes his business, Seth Rollins' music hits, prompting another round of enthusiastic singing from the fans as he makes his way to the ring. Seth Rollins reminds Roman Reigns of their shared history, saying they once set out to burn down the old guard, but now Roman has become it. As CM Punk chants break out, Reigns dismisses their past, claiming he alone built WWE into what it is today. Rollins fires back, blaming Roman for letting Punk back into WWE and forcing him to clean up the mess. CM Punk then arrives to a massive pop, soaking in the crowd's energy before humorously stating he's here to sign the contract, but only after quickly reading it, much to Roman's annoyance. CM Punk officially signs the contract, confirming that his match with Roman Reigns will close WrestleMania, fulfilling his dream of main eventing the biggest show of the year. While Roman takes credit for giving Punk this opportunity, Seth Rollins is furious, insisting Punk doesn't deserve it, but Punk sarcastically thanks his tribal chief before hinting that Reigns still owes him a favor as SmackDown fades to black. In the end, don't forget to like, share your opinion with me in the comments, and subscribe to stay entertained.